Shadow's second chance. A name was whispered in the dark streets of Istanbul. Shadow. This man, whose real name was Kerem, lost his family at a young age and grew up with the harsh face of life. He learnt to steal in order to survive. First he started with small things, a loaf of bread, a bottle of water. But in time, stealing turned into a habit and a way of life. Kerem had a rule: not to harm anyone. He would only enter the houses of wealthy people and take their surplus for himself. He would wander the streets at night, moving too quietly for people to notice him. Even the police could not find any concrete trace of his existence. But Kerem, as a person lost in the shadow of the past, was getting further and further away from himself every morning when he looked in the mirror. One night, he set his eyes on one of the magnificent villas in a rich neighborhood. He quietly passed through the garden, opened the window and crept inside. The inside was exactly as she expected: gaudy furnishings, crystal chandeliers, expensive paintings. But then he noticed something. There were a few pairs of shoes at the entrance. There might be someone in the house. For a moment he thought of stopping and turning back, but then, suppressing his hesitation, he went upstairs. In one room he saw a jewelry box lying open. Kerem was attracted by the diamond rings and bracelets inside the box. Just as he was about to reach out his hand, he heard a child's voice from behind. "Uncle, who are you?" Kerem was startled and turned round. There was a boy about 6 years old in pajamas standing in front of him. There was no fear on the boy's face, only curiosity. Kerem didn't know what to say. "I'm a mechanic," he said hesitantly. The boy tilted his head to the side. "But at this hour? My mum says that work should always be done during the day." Just then, a woman's voice was heard. "Ali, who are you talking to?" The woman paused for a moment when she saw Kerem, but she did not shout. Instead of fear in her eyes, there was surprise and a bit of pity. "Please calm down," Kerem said. "It was a mistake. I don't want to hurt anyone." After thinking for a few seconds, the woman said something surprising. "You are obviously in a difficult situation. If you leave without stealing, I won't say anything to anyone. If you need help, we can think about that too." These words changed something inside Kerem. No one had ever approached him like this. For the first time in his life, someone valued him for being a human being, not for stealing. He left that night without stealing anything, but his mind was full of this encounter. The next day, Kerem knocked on the door of an aid organization. He joined a group distributing food to people. As he helped others, he began to heal his own wounds. Kerem, who was once Shadow, now became a person who gave hope.